Again, welcome to data mining course. In these lectures, we're going to learn how to implement the association rule algorithm using WEKA. In our previous lectures, we discussed about the association rule algorithm. So again, WEKA contains an implementation of the apron algorithm for learning association rules. In our previous lectures, again, we discussed about the apron algorithm, theoretical aspect of it. So here it works only with discrete data. So using the apron algorithm WEKA, we are only going to use the discrete data. Also, you can identify the start dependencies between groups of attributes. Example, we have milk and butter, then bread and eggs, with confidence of 0.9 and support of 2000. So apron can compute all the rules that have a given minimal support and also exceed a given confidence. So we start with the WEKA application. Again, this is lectures. After these lectures, I'm going to start the WEKA and again run use one of the data to run it. So here we click on the associate. First, we need to choose our data. So we go to the pre-processing. And this is the data we are using. Again, the file name is vote. We have 435 instances, which means 435 records. And these are the attributes. So again, we went through these steps already. So next, we click on the associate. Then we click on choose. Here we selected the apron algorithm. Then we click start. Then when we start it, this is the rules that we generate. So here we have the size of set of large item sets. We have 20. We have 17, 6, and 1. Then these are the best rules that is found, which means the rules that meet the minimal metric for the confidence and also the support. So for example, we have a rule saying that physician fee freeze is 247. Then we have a class of Democrats and the confidence there is 0.99. So the main reason of going through this is not to go explain our output here, but just to give the steps. So the first step, we load our data. So we click on pre-processing. If we like, we can filter our data. After that, we click on the associate. Then we click on choose. Then we get the algorithm. Then we start it. Now, the output of association, this is one of the advantage of association rule. Again, we went through classification, especially neural networking and support vector machine, which is the SMO for WEKA. The output was very difficult to understand or to interpret. Association rule, one of the advantage of it is that it's very easy to interpret the output or to explain the output. Here, what we are doing, we are generating rules. We know that rules will have the antecedent and consequent. Then it's implication. So for example, one rule said, El Salvador aid, we have 208, and it's 208 in price. So that's my rule now. In price that aid to Nicaragua contrast, Y is 208, 204. The confidence of this rule is 0.98, which is very strong. So again, the output is very easy to explain. Now, what I'm going to do now is to start the WEKA program from my computer. Then we do an example. So again, this is my WEKA. The first thing I need is click on the Explorer. Right now we are using only Explorer. Then I need a file. So pre-process is already selected. I'll click open file, and I'm going to look for some files here. So I'm looking for my WEKA folder, then I have a data. And I'm going to select, again, this works only with the discrete data. And I'm going to, let's use the diabetes. We have a continuous verb again. So first of all, we load our data. Then the next step, we click on associate. And when I click on associate, you see that apron is already there. The reason why, because we have only one apron algorithm for association, we use the apron. So since it's already selected, we click, and the false is okay. Again, we're going to leave everything as default value for now. And here again, most likely my data is not good because the start button is off. Again, we need a discrete data. This is what I should have look. Okay, the example, they use the vote. So I'm going to use the same data from the slides. We use the vote. So I'm going to select vote, and I'll go to associate. You can see that when I click associate, apron is selected. The start is on now because vote have a discrete values. So I'll click, and this is it. So this is the output again. First, we can see the beginning. The scheme we are using is WEKA Association Apron. Our data is vote, or the file name is vote. We have 435 instances with 17 attributes. So this is the description. So when I scroll down, I can see our minimum support, the threshold is 0.45. And the minimum confidence is 0.9. And this is set for us already, but if we like, we can change it. We can see the support here, the confidence and the support value. So if we like, we can click inside, then we can change. So this is the lower bound minimum support. We can change the value if we want to. Then also the same thing applied to the confidence, we can also change it. So again, I'm going to end somewhere here. So as we said earlier, again, association is only two-step. And also the output is very easy to read. This is our best rule found from the data set. We have 10 rules. You can go through them. So this will be the conclusion of our lecture here. And again, in these lectures, we learn how to implement, again, the association rule using WEKA, which is the apron algorithm. So again, wish everybody the best. Thank you. If you have any question, again, you can send an email. I'm going to post this video in our classroom soon.